Inclusion. Why do it? By now, you've heard and read a lot about inclusion of people with intellectual disabilities. You might be wondering, though, why you should do it. It's okay. Many people are wondering this exact thing right now. Well, let's review some statistics. People with intellectual disabilities make up approximately 3% of the population. That is 6,500,000 people. Add in family members, disability service providers, paraprofessional staff, and friends, that adds up to a lot more than 3%. This entire ecological system has an integral part to play in the health and wellness of people with intellectual disabilities. We've seen some of the health stats. People with intellectual disabilities are 5 times more likely to have diabetes, 3 times more likely to have arthritis, and 2 times more likely to have cardiovascular disease and asthma, and have a higher prevalence of obesity compared to the general population, 38.3% versus 28%, and they will only continue to grow. By 2030, the population of people with intellectual disabilities over the age of 60 is projected to double from the population in the year 2000. 32.8% of all adults with intellectual disabilities living in the community lived below the poverty line as of 2015. Also, women and girls with a disability, along with the elderly, are the poorest and most marginalized groups. For example, a man with a disability is twice as likely to be employed than a woman with a disability. The numbers are daunting, but we can all make an impact on the health and wellness of people with intellectual disabilities through successful inclusive programs. Using findings from other fields that have broached inclusion, we see many benefits. In K-12, classrooms that were inclusive showed little academic benefit, but no negative consequences. Also, students with disabilities gained communication skills and had reduced challenging behaviors. Students who worked as a tutor for a student with a disability better understood the material, and stigma regarding intellectual disabilities was reduced. In post-secondary school, many students with intellectual disabilities are finding inclusive classrooms. Besides the monetary benefits, students also listed increased satisfaction in emotional well-being, self-determination, personal development, and social inclusion. In research projects, people with disabilities provided greater insight into the planning and execution of effective and relevant studies through input on questions, methodology, and outreach. In employment, case studies found many benefits: low absenteeism, low turnover, strong loyalty, improved dependability, and improved safety. So we begin to see a population that, when included, provides as many benefits as they receive. This group has historically been underrepresented, undervalued, and underestimated. Let's change that.